Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Sunday Sessions with Nathan. In today's topic of the video, I'm going to be talking all about priorities. Why are priorities important? How we can use priorities in our life to shape the decisions that we take on a daily basis, and why some priorities in our life don't really need to take so much effort and energy for us to make decisions over. So without further ado, let's get stuck into today's topic of the video. So first and foremost, why are priorities important? Well, priorities are important for a number of reasons. The first one being they give us focus. And focus determines a lot of aspects in our life. When you're at a job, obviously your boss gives you tasks that you need to complete. That's understandable. We always prioritize tasks that are of the most importance. But have you ever thought about priorities in your own life when it comes to your friendships, your family, fun, work outside of work, your hobbies, everything along those lines? It all comes down to prioritization. And I think the biggest question there when it comes to prioritization is what are you putting first? And why are you prioritizing these things over other things? I feel like priorities at the end of the day comes down to an individual person's perspective. It comes down to why they want to prioritize these things, how they prioritize these things efficiently and effectively, and why are priorities for them important. I think at the end of the day, we all have goals, we all have dreams, and we all have things that we want to achieve, but we only have 24 hours in a day. So prioritizing the things that make us the most happy, that make us the most fulfilled, and that make us the most, I guess, content with our life are generally the aspects of prioritization that we want to look into. Obviously, there are times in life where we have to prioritize things that are hard, that are difficult, but they're necessary. They're necessary to become stronger, better, fitter, and more well rounded individuals. For example, if you want to become great at the gym, you have to prioritize eating well, lifting well, sleeping well. You have to prioritize your health as a main priority in your life. Same thing goes with your relationships. If you want great relationships, you have to prioritize hanging out with your friends, catching up with them, and spending quality time with them, listening to them, and really putting their needs also as important as your needs. At the end of the day, we prioritize ourselves too. We also have to prioritize our sleep, our self care. Everything in our life comes back to us. And I think prioritization gets a bad rap sometimes. I think sometimes people prioritize themselves over the needs of others. But how can you help others when you're not helping yourself? And I think that's the biggest thing here. Is prioritization is an individual thing. You can prioritize things that you've always wanted to prioritize in terms of your business, in terms of your life, in terms of your friendships. But I guess it always comes back to yourself. You've got to be careful of the things that you prioritize. Sometimes you could be prioritizing the wrong thing in your life and you've been going in a certain destination which you've never intended to go to initially. So I think we should always reflect on the things that we're prioritizing and always be conscious of the, I guess, the fucks we're giving. There are so many hours in a day and there's so many things you can give a fuck about. So really prioritize the things you care about. Really prioritize the people you care about and the things that really bring you joy. Because at the end of the day, we only have one life. And I think that's the biggest thing is the biggest thing for me is prioritizing things that bring me joy and bring me happiness have shown the biggest dividends in my own life. So I guess the homework or the questions for you guys to do is really think about what you prioritize. Why are you prioritizing certain things in your life? Is it because someone else has told you to prioritize it? Have you really thought about whether or not prioritizing this thing in your life is actually beneficial for you or it's actually contributing to something that's negative? Like at the end of the day, it all comes back to you. It all comes back to some self reflection. Think about the things you put first. Why do you put them first? What's the benefit of putting them first? What's the disadvantage of putting them first? And really, just really hone into your own mind the reasons why you prioritize certain things, certain people, certain relationships, or just whatever in your life over other things that bring maybe more joy or maybe even some discomfort to you. Sometimes prioritizing things that are uncomfortable actually can bring you more comfort because overcoming those things makes you more confident, makes you more strong, and makes you more well-rounded. So I think the main point is to just be really careful of the things you prioritize, to be really consistent with the things you prioritize, and to really think about why you prioritize certain things over other things. Because at the end of the day, your priorities and your focus defines your, I guess, achievements. It defines the person you're ultimately going to become. So you really want to prioritize the things that align with you, that align with your goals, that align with your intuition, and just align with your overall aspect of how you want to live your life. At the end of the day, you only have one life, so prioritize the things that matter to you and don't get caught up in what other people have said is a right priority for you. At the end of the day, ultimately, you know yourself, trust yourself, back yourself, and prioritize you as the first step. As always, like a comment, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in next week's video. Peace.